happen. It can happen at this rate with which we are jumping. Yes, you're not tired. Okay. Well, I'm a masochist. I'd like to be an audience. I'd like to be a film critic so that I get to watch films for free. I know I'm such a single-grooved runner, but I like cinema. So there's no two ways. I'll be on the other end, if not here.
Can a person be successful and still maintain work-life balance?
Work and life balance?
Yeah. Family. You have different role with family,
depends
society.
what you call family. There is a Tamil thing, if other people will forgive me for lapsing into Tamil. It's called Yadum Ure, Yavarum Kelir, Tidum Nandrum Pirartaravara. Okay, now that I've said it in Tamil, I'll tell you where it came from. It came from Gujarat, because it came from Jains. So they came into Tamil Nadu and brought this Naladiyar. This is from Kaniyan Pungondran. And so it is possible to maintain that balance. It depends on what you think is your family. And this says, Yadumure, every place is your town, hometown, and every person is family. When you think of that way, then you won't be complaining like Mr. MKG's son, who thought he was a nasty father. But he was happy with his family. He was all the time with his family because he thought of everybody as such. Why do you think I'm able to make such easy conversation? Because I don't think of you as audience. I think of you as persons. It's easier for me to communicate. If I have a paper and start speaking, I'll fumble. I'm talking to people. I don't. Yes, you can sit down and talk. I can. I've compromised very little. I don't say that compromise is out of the window, because I come here, I'd like to fly myself, but I don't have wings, so I settle for Jet Airways. It's like that. But there are compromises. I'd like to do things impractical. You'll have to settle for practical issues. When I say that I've stood as a monolithic figure with no compromises, it's untrue. No, they need not be compromises. Not all the way. But compromises, you call it compromise or tolerance. I call it tolerance, because you tolerate a certain stuff and move on with it. If you say compromise, it seems like you're giving away. I mean, you're sagging. I don't even think of it as compromise. I would say incorporation or inclusive, to quote our PM. It's an inclusive club, where you include some more person. If you want to be an exclusive club, it becomes difficult. I'm not an exclusive club. I'm a club. I'm an inclusive club. And when I say I don't make compromises, I limit it. I limit the damage. It's like a bandage on a bleeding wound. I don't let it bleed for too long.
Sir, in one of your films, you acted with Madhavan. Actually, I don't know the title of the film, but with Madhavan, you worked one film, some Satyame Sundaram.
Telugu. You're talking about Anbe Shivam in Telugu. Okay, go ahead.
That was not a success, not at all a success.
Yes.
Definitely not in Andhra Pradesh.
No.
Then, how do you relate? That means, how do you think why people didn't receive that film?
It's not people. It's the business community. Because if you see some of the films which are touted as successes, they're not. Like people till day say that Sakala Kalavalon is my biggest hit or Tunga Ditam. It's not. Apurva Sodaral beat it hollow. And Dashavataram beat it 10 times over. You understand? There are certain films that are touted. I don't say that Anbe Shivam is successful. But this is what is the Tamil film is called. But it's not true of all good films, because Sagara Sangamam was a hit. Nobody can think of making a film like that. Swati Mutyam was a hit. And it was far more advanced than even Anbe Shivam. If you ask me. I didn't write it. Somebody else did. Much to my envy, somebody else did. But I was happy and fortunate to be part of that film. So you want to know more about the failure?
I want.
Yeah.
That means it was good. The film was good. I felt bad seeing that film, but I felt finally it was good. I mean, I was sad to see my hero like that.
You were sad to see the hero like that.
But
there are many heroes like that. And that's why, and I wanted you to feel sad. That was the purpose. So the purpose is achieved. Yeah.
One more question. What is your next film? I mean,
next film is Manmadan Ambu. I don't know what they'll name it in Telugu, because it's going to be.
They say it stopped and producers are not coming forward to produce it like that.
What?
I mean, they say the film is stopped in the middle or something like that.
No, what? I didn't hear you. No.
Producers are fearing to produce that film. I mean, it's a high budget film.
Oh, the producer sobbed.
Something.
Okay. Oh, he doesn't look like the sobbing kind. He can afford to lose 1,000 crores and not bat an eyelid. His name is Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin.
Oh, sir.
Change, I'll come to the subject now, will happen with or without my assistance, or yours for that matter. It will happen. It will evolve into a change, and nobody can hold on to hegemony. I'm coming to the point. Nobody can hold on to hegemony or to monopoly for too long. They will stay a little longer than they deserve to, but it'll all change.
Sir.
The real society, yeah. No, I haven't. Let me tell you about myself. I'm not bragging, and it is not. I have never bought a black ticket in my life. I've never paid a TTR for my ticket. My tax balance is 0 arrears. You'll never find my name in the list. I've paid all my taxes. And Bharatiyudu, that's why I'm so cocky, because they can't threaten me. They can't threaten me by confiscating my wealth. I have none. I've kept myself that way because it's easy to travel without baggage. I'm like the Genghis Khan's army. Small pony, fast, very little to eat, and what I want to eat is below my saddle. I beg your pardon? You are the countermeasure.
Sir.
Don't ask me. I have told you who I am. Tell me who you are 10 years from now. If you say something very similar to mine, come home for dinner.
Sir. Sir.
I have a question here. I'll take you up later.
Indian film industry is pretty fragmented in terms of production. When you quoted Hollywood, and all the major directors and producers. That's a little different structure of the industry is totally different. Big studios, big budgets, willing to experiment. You still have, besides big studios, independent filmmakers still experimenting with difficult topics.
Yeah.
Do you see such an evolution happening in India in the next 10, 15 years? Because we essentially have entrepreneurial bent towards movie production. And it's financiers or rich people who are able to fund the production as individuals or groups versus a corporate approach to this. Do you see something like that happening?
Okay, I think I came to the wrong mic. Works? Works? Yeah. Do you hear me? Yeah, you do? Okay. See, I'm quite happy about the corporate people coming in, but they are very much like the advertisers. So a true artist suffers under the advertisers because they have fixed notions of what they want to sell. Corporate people, very few of them are actually educated in cinema. I'm not just swiping them off the table and saying that they're not qualified. There are some whom I've had the honor of meeting who knew about a business, but some didn't at all. Business management does not mean film business management. You have to apply these tools, but know this craft and its specific nature. And when that happens, then we'll get good managers, good producers. This whole film thing is about logistics. So to understand this logistics, first you'll have to understand the medium and the art, without which you cannot just apply just managerial